Hi there, and welcome to this episode of Write With Me at IELTS Juice. Today we have a task 1 for general training module, and the rubric, which is from Cambridge IELTS Book 19, says you would like to reduce your working hours in order to study part-time. I want you to start thinking, why are you studying part-time? Maybe you would like to get a certificate. Maybe it's a degree. Maybe you have your end of term exams coming. Maybe you want to present a thesis, and for that you need to do some research and gather data and conduct surveys. You can hear what type of vocabulary I'm using. So the more you think about these things, the better you can come up with a better range of vocabulary. So start thinking why you would like to reduce your working hours. Maybe we work 40 hours a week. You would like to bring it down to 30 or 20. You might want to consider some calculations here. Instead of 8 hours a week, 8 hours a day, my apologies, you would like to work maybe 4 hours a day. And that means 20 hours in a week. Please do calculate those things in your head. Now let's look at the rest of the rubric. Write a letter to your boss. It doesn't say a manager, it says a boss. The message this word gives me is that you can have an office job and you can write a letter to your manager, or you might work at a pizza parlor and you are a waiter or a waitress and you would like to write a letter to your boss, which is, the head chef, or maybe it's a family owned business. Again, same thing. So you can decide what type of boss you will have. Now let's see what we need to write in our letters. Again, I still don't understand IELTS in the 21st century, in the year 2024, when Cambridge IELTS Book 19 was released. We still write a letter. Who writes a letter? People write emails. But okay, here we are. Again, in your letter, explain why you want to reduce your working hours. So, as I said, now you have a legitimate reason. You want to present your thesis paper, and for that you need to conduct some surveys and to gather those the bits of data that you need. It takes time, this and that. Or something better. You would like to take a course in disaster prevention at workplace. Yeah, sounds fancy, right? I just made it up. But if you get this license, if you study well for that and you get a license, you can attach that license to your resume, and this will improve the quality of the workplace, the pizza parlor, for instance. Imagine at pizza parlor, if there is if a fire breaks out, you know how to deal with the situation. If somebody, God forbid, has a stroke or has a heart attack, you at least know the first aid. You know what to do until the first responders arrive. So that would be also helpful. That's a good cause. I want you to start thinking about those elements. Next bullet point, say which hours you would like to work. Okay, now you need to be very logical. Be as detailed as possible. Say, okay, I don't know, from Monday to Friday, I can still work from this hour to that hour, but on Saturdays, I can only work this many hours because I would like to study both on Saturday and Sunday. Something like this. Or if you are at a pizza parlor, you can say that I can take the night shift and I can take this many hours, but I would like to stay at home during the day and study. And finally, the last bullet point says, describe how your part-time studies would benefit your employer. Okay, now that's fascinating. So find something that will help the employer. You might say, okay, in case of pizza parlor, that was fine. You can get a degree or license or certificate or whatever that would boost the quality of your workplace. Fine. But what about the case of you presenting your thesis paper? But I understand it might not, it's very difficult to create this connection if you want to present your PhD term paper and you work at a pizza parlor. That connection is difficult. That is the reason why at the beginning of this, I told you to start thinking about the whole process. Make it sound logical. Before we talk about the opening statement, we need to decide if this letter is formal or informal. Your boss might be the coolest dude or gal around. Your boss might be somebody that you hang out with after work. Your boss might be a pal, an angel, whatever, but your boss is your boss. That boss needs to see that his position is respected. It doesn't matter how well you get along with your boss. This letter might not have any indication of informal language. Maintain formality. You are going to ask for a business favor and later you're gonna compensate for it. So it's all business exchange. This has to be formal. I'm gonna put it here as a reminder. My salutation starts with my boss's surname. Dear Mr. blah blah, dear Ms. blah blah, or so and so. And then we need the opening statement. You can still be, you can have a warm tone, you can be optimistic, you can use words that are full of joy and opportunity and remain formal. When I say formal, I don't mean that you have to be rude or blunt or sad or neutral. You can just imagine you are giving an official letter, letting them know, but you also let them know of the possibilities that this letter will bring them, will bring the business. And it's a win-win situation for all parties involved. So the opening statement, you start by letting them know what you have in your mind. You can break the news and tell them that you are going to study for this cause and you need their assistance. My suggestion is not to immediately start by saying, I would like to work less. Start by giving them the good news. We are going to sandwich what we are going to expect from our business, our company, our boss, between some good elements. I'm going to start with a positive note. I'm going to end it even with a positive thank you at the end of this letter. So it's going to be positive, positive, and the request will come in the middle, exactly like a sandwich. So here, start by saying that, yeah, there's this opportunity that you would like to take. It's a business opportunity. It's an education-based opportunity, but you can use it later on for this business. Frame it as you are writing this letter to inform them that there is this opportunity and you are willing to take this to help the business and your boss and everybody else. So start by saying that. And then I want you to write this letter. Make your request. Say that you would like to ask cooperation from your management in getting this beautiful opportunity, this invaluable opportunity, this once in a lifetime or once in a while opportunity. So I want you to write 2 sentences. Start with something completely positive. Inform them of this opportunity, that you are the person who can get and you're willing to study for it. And then make the request, like, I would like you to help me take this degree. I would like my business to support me in getting this opportunity. We start the first body paragraph by saying, okay, why it is important. You can come up with some details of this matter. Let me also say, you also need to say why. I would like you to start giving some details of the opportunity, the degree. It starts from when to when. You expect this to happen in this month. For example, before September, you need from August 10th to September 1st. You need this much time. It's going to be from this time to that time. And the reason you are asking for some time off is that you basically need this much time to prepare. You might come up with 2 reasons for the same bit of information you are giving. For example, you're saying, yeah, to prepare the term paper, I need to study 5 books. To pass this, we need to take 20 hours of training. And for that, I need to leave my workplace early. It takes half an hour to commute from my workplace to the training center. Then you can all include this, and these are all the reasons. So you give details of the course, of the actual thing you need to prepare, and then you say why. You need to back it up by saying why you believe this is necessary. You don't have to write 2 reasons. 1 reason would be enough. But if you think you need more sentences to support, feel free to add more reasons. Just that, no more. We don't want to give too many reasons. I still believe 1 reason would be enough. This is just an extra point if you wish to add more information. Then I'm going to introduce a new body paragraph. Absolutely. And I kind of need to squeeze in my valediction, so my apologies. Let me do this. There we go. Okay. Now in the second body paragraph, it says say which hours you would like to work. Now this is the part where you will be cooperative and you tell them how you're going to minimize, the important word, minimize the risks of you leaving the job. You know, for just, it's temporary, for a short period of time. And again, you need to give some details here. Which hours you would like to work. You can put it over here. I don't want you to mix these things. I want this paragraph to be really convincing. You are asking them to take an action. It's very important that you convince them. Remember, this letter starts the communication. So you are writing to them. They have no idea what just happened in your life. You are going to inform them and convince them. Inform in a positive way. Ask them to come with you on this journey. Convince them why. You give them details. And then you give some details of the hour. You can even go ahead and give suggestions. You can say, I would be working at this hour. That would work. Or maybe If that doesn't work for you, I can also switch, show flexibility, and add another suggestion. Show that you're willing to switch and show that you are flexible. Let me give you one example. You can start from Monday to Friday, and you can work from 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. and from then you will leave, but you can work, that would be 3 hours, but instead you can also work on Sundays. Or you can have your Sundays off, but you can work from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., 4 hours from Monday to Friday. Show them that you are flexible and you can handle this. And finally, you are going to close your letter by saying your assistance is how you're going to answer the third bullet point, how this is going to help the company. Tell them that if they're on board, everybody will win. Show them the value, and you can improve it. If you wish to devote a paragraph to this, that's fine. If you have more information to say, go ahead by saying that, yeah, I would be very happy. This is going to help the company, this and that. You need to say how it is, what advantages will it bring, to the company. And I would like you to also mention at least 2, because it sounds more sophisticated, that you have thought this through, you know what you're getting at. So their support means a lot. Before the closing line, you can go ahead and devote another paragraph if you have the time and you still believe your word count is not enough, which I believe if you follow this, your word count would be enough. So instead of this, I would suggest that your closing statement be in your body paragraph. You mentioned the the last paragraph, mention the advantage, and as always, remember, this is absolutely important, that the very, 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 very last sentence is the appreciation for the work that you have. You have a job, you get paid, you are with a team, your boss is friendly, your boss is supportive, you love your workplace, your workplace has always helped you grow and become a better individual. This is no different, or this is the time that you can actually give back something, and it's an opportunity. You wish them to thank you. You can thank them enough verbally on a written paper, but this is an action that you really tangibly show them how much you love and how much you value their contribution to your growth. So you would like to also show them how it is valuable for them that you are working with this team. An expression of gratitude is absolutely important. And then finally, you finish it by saying sincerely, because in your salutation, you address the individual by his or her name, end it by saying yours sincerely, sincerely yours, and then this will be the letter you submit. It's a sophisticated one, it's formal, we addressed all elements. I try to give you some suggestions, ideas. There are some of them are optional. A second reason here is optional. A second suggestion here is optional. Writing a separate paragraph for the third bullet point is optional. Depends on how many words you write and how comfortable you are that your message is fully delivered. This is my suggestion. There are multiple ways to address this, but this will help you get a very high score if executed accurately. If you wish to see a sample on this done and improved, click over here. If you wish to see other videos like this where we plan, letters, reports, and essays, click over here. And as always, eat healthy.